dipsy, la la, po. Teletubbies, say, is it hello? Hello, ba-doom-doom-doom. YouTube, hello, welcome to my very gaunt looking face. Well, soon anyway. Fingers crossed we're getting there. Do I look any different apart from my Walter White goatee? And I'll get to why I've done this. I did this last year actually. Anyway, welcome to episode numero 9 of EndGame. Today's going to be a little bit more of a subdued, quiet, chilled, relaxed style of episode where I am going to run through later on in the video how my body's looking currently as of this morning. Today is the Sunday the 3rd of July. It's currently 2:45. I haven't had a scrap of calories yet. I'm still fasting. I'm in a fasted state and it's 2:45. I've been up since about 8. I've done 60 minutes of cardio. I've done my 9,226 steps, almost. We're pretty damn close to the 10k mark with no food. Technically speaking, I've had a cup of tea with some coconut milk in there. So yes, I've broken my fast. So once I finish videoing this, I'm going to go get a meal down my fat face. Anyway, onto the video. I'm going to run through how I'm feeling currently in prep, a really honest overview of how I'm feeling and what I've got to do each and every day. I think that's quite beneficial to those that want to learn about it, and for those that have not done it before, or they want to reminisce on, oh yeah, shit, I've done that before, and holy crap, I had to do a lot of stuff. So that's where I'm currently at now. Calorie wise, I don't know where I'm at, so that's not exactly helpful. But I've got 2 carb meals a day. I have 100 gram of oats pre-workout and 100 gram of creamy rice post-workout. Just 2 carb meals a day, and the other 3 are pro-fat meals, so protein and fats with plenty of vegetables. Cardio at the moment is 45 minutes fasted in the morning. As soon as I get up, black coffee, take my sups, straight on the Stairmaster for 45 minutes. And then throughout the day, I have to hit 10,000 steps. And then directly after training, I have to do now 15 minutes of cardio. And on a rest day, I do 60 minutes. So every single day now has worked out to be I do an hour of cardio every single day, whereas on a training day, I split it 45-15, and on a rest, I do it all in one fell swoop at 60 minutes. I choose to do the Stairmaster on the 60 minutes and the 45, and on the 15 post-workout on a training day, I quite like to go on the recumbent bike. You know, like the sitting down bike where your legs are out in front of you and you're pedaling. I find that quite comfy. I can get my heart rate ramped right up as quick as the Stairmaster. So depending on how my legs are looking closer and closer to the show, I might end up pulling the Stairmaster away because you can cause quite a bit of fatigue within and hold a lot of water retention within the leg because it's quite stressful on the body, the Stairmaster, especially slugging away for 60 minutes. So I might pull myself away from that and hit a bike which is softer on the joints and on the muscular system and help to push more water. So we can see a more accurate reading on how my lower body can look, because sometimes it can hold a bit of water, especially my body. I'm like a water buffalo. I'm like a water balloon. I hold up so much water, and that could be kidney issues or genetics, whatever it might be. Anyway, moving on. Training 5 days a week. I do a push with a chest focus on a Monday, pull with a bit of hamstrings and glutes before it, and then back. Then I take a rest. Then 4th day, it's push again, but this time shoulder focus, then chest. Always a bit of tricep at the end. Friday is leg day, but quad focus with a bit of hamstrings at the beginning because I believe that I'm more hammy dominant than I am quad. So that's why we do that. And then Saturday is an arm session. So 3 movements for arms, 2 for triceps, and 3 movements for my back. So I hit back twice a week. I hit hamstrings twice a week. I hit quads once. I hit chest twice, shoulders twice, arms twice. So that's how I've prioritised the week. 2 rest days a week. Calories are about, I would say we're roughly hitting about 1,800 a day. I'm going to be super honest, and this is the most exciting part of the video really, and why I wanted to bring this to you, is genuinely, I feel so much better than I did last year. Considering when I was 9 weeks out last year, I couldn't get out of bed. I physically couldn't stand up to pose to send photos to my coach. I was that exhausted. And I don't exaggerate nothing. I am so honest, and I would eat dust and sand to get to where I need to be. I would do anything. So for me to say I couldn't get out of bed 9 weeks out from the comp to pose is saying something. Also, around this time last year, about 7-8 weeks away, I passed out in the showers after the sauna, straight into a cold shower and passed out on the tiles. So I was in a bit of a tricky situation. I was really fucked. I was starving, I was really tired, I was incredibly fatigued, I wasn't sleeping. I racked up about 8 times a night. I'd wake up for a pee 8 times in one night. And it was averaging about 6 to 8 times every night for a good 2 months. So because my sleep was affected, poor quality of sleep, my hormones all over the place, I'm tired, my body fat reducing, I just wasn't in a happy position. And I've always said this, and I say this to every client out there, when your body is happy inside, and on the inside, your hormones, everything is happy on the inside, your body will do what you tell it to do easier, more easier. Is that the right way to say it? So if my body is unhappy inside, it's stressed, it's all over, it's just not in a good place inside hormonally and brain function and blood and all the good stuff inside. If that's bad, it's not going to do what I'm telling it to do as quickly as I want it to. And this year, I'm sleeping like a baby. I'm getting up 3 times a night. I'm drinking the same amount of water. I'm full of life. Look at me. I was like this last year, and I'm a very optimistic, very positive person anyway. But considering the fact I couldn't, I've got someone by my side now and I'm living with someone and I'm in a different headspace. Could it be that? Could it be the fact that I've done it before so I know what to expect? Could it be the fact that I've built more muscle tissue, which in turn will allow me to consume more calories and burn more calories at the same time because I'm holding more muscle mass? I think they all play a role, and I think you would all agree that all these little tools in my toolbox and my arsenal, or my weapons in my arsenal that I didn't have last year, is making this so much easier. It's not easy. I like to quickly say the word easy, but it's more manageable, I have to say. It's never easy. It's a struggle. I get up every morning knackered. I've got to go and walk on a revolving set of stairs for 45 minutes every day, and on a rest day 60 minutes, and it's tiring. It's really exhausting. And now I'm now posing 15 minutes a day. I go through 2 rounds of posing. So that's quite good. And in turn, one of my mates, Sammy, who's helping me with posing, you've seen him on the podcast many a time. Sammy, has said it himself that, the more posing you're going to do, that's more output, that's more calorie burn, that's getting shredded quicker. Yeah. So the more we do, the better. So I try to stay nice and positive and optimistic anyway through life. But I swear to God, this time round is so much more manageable. I think that's all I've really got to say. I really appreciate everyone that's been watching so far throughout EndGame. The first competition is on the 20th first. I've kind of set to myself that for me personally, getting a gold medal for bodybuilding is me completing bodybuilding for myself. And that first competition is 20th of August. So I'm just a kid that has set himself a goal. This could have been rock climbing for all I know. This could have been jiu-jitsu. This could have been mountain biking. This could have been karate. It could have been darts. It could have been anything that I fell into. And I now love this. And I do love bodybuilding. I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be sacrificing all that I do. I wouldn't be working the amount that I do if I didn't love it. We all know that. But it isn't my life. It's it's a challenge I've set myself. But I won't finish this until I get what I believe has me completing bodybuilding for me is a gold medal. And the first competition is the 20th of August. So whether I win my gold on that competition, fantastic. That's me done. And I've got no pressure. Whilst I'm lean, I could jump into another show after that a couple of weeks later, a couple of days. I could wait a couple more weeks and do some more. I could be invited to the British finals. Who knows? No one knows the future. No one knows who's going to be on that stage. Who knows that I don't stand on stage and no one does with me? I'm the only one in my category. I win a gold then. Do I class that as me completing it? Who knows? Knowing me, I wouldn't, because I'm too stubborn and I'd want to be up against people. And I think many people would agree with me on that one. Onto the goatee. I rocked a mustache last year, like a Bumstead, like a Freddie Mercury. I thought, that would look quite cool. I could slick my hair back and I'd kind of look classic. I quite enjoyed it. It was different. I like different. Okay, I like different. I don't like following a crowd. I know you were going to be, well, you copy Chris Bumstead. Well, I didn't. I thought it was fucking cool, so I'll give it a go. It's different from what I normally do. I've even thought about dyeing my hair. I just like doing different stuff. I don't know about any of you. I don't know if you're the same as me, but if there's something really hyped up on social media or within a group of friends and they're like, you've got to watch this, you've got to do that, I stay clear of it. I don't know why. I'm a weirdo. however many good reviews are on something, I'll go and watch it. I'll go and watch the other thing that has bad reviews. Or if someone says Jurassic Park's really terrible, I'm going to watch it regardless because I love Jurassic Park. And no matter what the reviews are, I know I'm going to enjoy it because there's big teeth and scary monsters. But anyway, I was going off on a tangent. So I'm going to leave you with a little bit of posing now for a couple of minutes. This was this morning after 60 minutes of cardio. I was pretty flat and tired. Oh, a quick update as well, a little something to add. We have now done 2 high carbohydrate days so far. We did one last Saturday and we did one yesterday, being that I add on 3 meals or in the day, see if I can simplify this. On the high day, I add in 100 gram of oats on top of what I'm currently eating, and I also add in 150 dry weight white rice, split between 2 meals. So I have more oats and 2 meals of rice on the high day. Last week, the day after the high day, I weighed in at the same weight, or 0.1 or 2 more on kilo, and this morning I've weighed about half a kilo more, which is nice because the whole point of a high carbohydrate day is there's lots of things to either speed up your metabolism, to either pull you out of the diet for a day to give your body rest, and that will in turn help with leptin level and ghrelin and appetite and hormones and sleep and recovery and pump and performance and loads of things. But this time round, I was weighing a little bit more, which is wicked, which means my body has sucked it up, let's call it, like a sponge. It was in more of a, let's call it, deprived state, my body, and it sucked it up and I weighed a bit more, which is really good. And remember, each gram of carbohydrate that we consume, 4 grams of which is water. So we don't exactly pull it from anywhere, but the water that you drink, you won't necessarily pee it out or use it via excretion of water vapor through air or sweat it. Your body will retain 4 grams of water per gram of carbohydrate that you consume. So remember, if your coach or you decide to go out for a meal and you've had some carbohydrates more than what you usually do, or you've had an extra slice of toast or something very minuscule and you've gained a couple pounds the morning after, you have not gained fat, you haven't even gained pretty much anything. You've gained glycogen, which is storage of carbohydrate within the muscle, and in turn water, H2O, within the muscle. And you might look floppy or sloppy or a bit, and that's literally it. It's just water and carbohydrates. It's not fat. Your body doesn't work like that. If your body worked as quick as what you think it does by gaining fat, you would build muscle the same way. You would get shredded as quickly as what it is coming on. Technically speaking, gain fat quicker than you do lose it, but not at the rate you think, all right? So don't worry about that. Anyway, I've waffled on a bit too long. I'm going to leave you with me in the studio room, in my pants, bit of music, bit of posing. I hit a classic shot today that me and Sammy believed that would be my shot. Bit of a cross-armed, very stoic, statuesque, confident pose at the end, with a one bicep flex and a vacuum with one hand behind my back, which looks quite dominant, and I quite like that. It's quite confident. So I think I'm going to rock that and keep practicing. I'm naff at posing. I'm going to get better because I do it every day. That's going to happen because it's just practice and practice and practice. That's enough from me. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in next week's episode, which will be episode number 10. And let's keep going. I'm actually competing next month. I thought to myself yesterday, because it's the 3rd of July or 2 days ago, I said to myself, holy shit, I'm competing next month. So very, very excited and really appreciate everyone that's been watching. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. Share the shit out of this video. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate me seeing you all like whack it on your big telly, on the, you're streaming it and on your telly in your living room and all that stuff. It's really nice to see that you're actually interested in some geeky, nerdy bodybuilder. If I can class myself as a bodybuilder, I don't really. Anyway, I'm going to leave you to it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in next week's episode. Ta-ra!